Hi, it's Big Bird 130 here, or Steve as people like to call me. Today I'm just thought I'd give you an update on a new project we're starting here, which is going to be a vegetable garden. It's going to be quite extensive, I think, but thought you'd like to have a look at it. I just ran out here on the Cox Stockman motor mower that I've got. It's running well at the moment. It's my son's favourite thing to play around on, because he can reach all the pedals, whereas he couldn't on the Husqvarna which we've got. Anyway, what we've got to do is a couple of things. So first of all, I've got to think about water. We don't have town water here. We are on tank water, and the house is on tank water on pumps. But what I'm thinking of doing here is I've got a place to put a tank, and I'll show you that now. So you'll see here there's a tank. That tank's got a hole in it. So it's too big to repair. It's a big hole you put your fist through. And it's in the bottom of the tank. So what we're going to do with that tank is we're actually going to take that off and we're going to cut it in half and make it into raised vegetable beds. So that's what will be the ultimate end goal of that tank. And what I'm going to do is, if I switch over here, I've got 3 of these IBC totes, and I'm going to use those to collect water. Now, to start off with, I'm probably going to just use one and mount it up here. So that tank's about 2,000 litres. If I put one of those totes as 1,000 litres, so I'll put that up here, and I'll run off that gutter up there, which needs cleaning of course, but that's off the stables. I'll run a pipe off that gutter there and run it to this tank when it's in place. The shed behind it, you see there, the gutters have had it. I'd have to re-gutter that, and I'm not prepared to do that just at the moment. Then I'm thinking of putting in another tank over here, or maybe 2 on top of each other, because there's a gutter running off those two roofs that are there, the 2 carports that are there. So that'll collect water quite quickly, so actually putting another 2,000 litres there would be heaps. But that's a later project. I don't intend to do that straight away. What I want to do is get water on here quickly so that we can develop a garden. So the first thing to do will be to take this tank, remove it, and then put the IBC tank on top. The plan for the garden is actually down through here. So we're looking sort of southeast down the bottom of this property like this. What I'll be doing is removing all these bluestone seats that were here. There was a garden here once before, so I'll move that bluestone. That pile of rubbish down the bottom there has got to go, so I'll remove that, and what we're going to do is have a garden bed that runs pretty much over to here and down, not quite to the fence. So I'm going to have enough white back far enough so I can get a car and I can get tractor down there, and then back over here, and I'll probably bring it back up to somewhere here. It works out to be about 12 by 16 metres all up. Now, I had a bed laid out that was fairly uniform, and in a plan that I made on a piece of planning software. My wife didn't like that. She wanted something a little bit more artistic. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a geometric shape, so they're easy to design or easy to install, but they're just going to be a little bit different to straight geometric beds. So that's what I planned for this area here. I'll probably transplant that tree there that's suffering badly. That's actually a pear tree, I think. It's seen better days, and it used to get attacked by the wombat, but I haven't seen a wombat in here for a while now. So we'll move that. And up here, what I'm thinking of doing is next to this carport here where the trailer is with the tank on it, I'm thinking of putting a polytunnel up here. So the polytunnel will be 3 metres wide, so it'll come up to about here, and it'll probably be the length of that carport there, I would say. It's 6 metres long, so yeah, it should be maybe not quite as long as that, but it'll sit here as well. It'll get afternoon sun. Well, it won't get full sun, I don't think, because the trees here are in the way. This is looking west this way, so it probably won't get full sun, and it'll be shaded by this a bit and the trees that are behind me. But having a good flat spot for it near the garden is a challenge, unless I decide to remove some of the garden and just put in polytunnel. And originally I had the plan to put the polytunnel in the garden down here, but it still would have been shaded by trees in the afternoon sun, because I've got these trees here that are quite established, except for this one, which has got to go. I think I'm going to take that one out. But yeah, this is quite a bit of work to do. So you can see with the design we've got here of the veggie patch, I thought I'd throw this up just so you can see. We've got fairly rectangular beds in most of the areas. These circles in this diagram represent the water tank cut in half, and in the centre we'll probably have a seat or something, or some sculptures. We're not quite sure yet, but we're working on that design, I think. So yeah, that shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. The soil here I don't think is that bad. So what I'm thinking of doing is just taking up the soil, maybe taking up the grass in sods, maybe double digging the bed, adding some organic material if I can get some in bulk, and then do the beds like that. It's winter at the moment, so it's a good time to get into this stuff. It's going to be a bit of work, but it should be good work. And we're in lockdown again for another 6 weeks, so yeah, the opportunity here to do stuff. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. We've got a lot of wattle trees down the back there, which would really be better taken out. They look nice though. They only come out and flower. They're quite spectacular. Anyway, so the plans are to make this garden, and it'll get enough sun, I think. The sun comes up over there and sets over there, so there are trees in the way, but unless I go down to the paddocks, and then that becomes even more of a logistic nightmare about putting water down there. I could do it, I could plumb water all the way down to that paddock there, for instance, but yeah, it'd be really, it'd be a lot of work. So I think plumbing this tank, it's going to be gravity fed, by the way. I have a pump, so if gravity feed doesn't work, I can always fall back on a pump. And I've got power running up to here, so I could run a pump, but I think I'm just going to let it gravity feed, and I think gravity feed will be enough. So I hope you like the update there of what I'm planning to do in the garden here. I'll try and keep you up to date with what's going on. Hopefully I'll get my wife on video and she can talk a bit about what she wants to plant and things, but we'll go from there. Anyway, please like and subscribe and comment if you wish. It really helps out the videos if you like and subscribe. And make some comments, please. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.